Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Milt. As you can see, I'm doing my movie review on Star Wars The Force Awakens. This movie was released December 18th, 2015. It was highly anticipated. I believe it's still out in theaters now, but it's in like a small number of theaters in the United States. I know over in China they just released it like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I have nothing but good things to say about Star Wars. Let's start with this. I'm a huge Star Wars fan ever since I was a kid. My parents introduced me to the films, and it was just from that point on, I wanted to be Luke Skywalker. I wanted to be Darth Vader. Hell, I wanted to just have a lightsaber, pretty much. And I have to say, Star Wars: The Force Awakens was good. Um, some people thought it was great. Some people thought it was okay. Some people thought it was a rehash of Episode 4: A New Hope, which they are entitled to that opinion. But before I really get into detail, this is gonna be a non-spoiler review. Um, because like I said, I know some people are like, spoilers. I'm like, we really this movie's been out for almost a month, so if I do spoil something, get over yourselves. But anyway, this movie, I have to say, was good. It was it was a movie that really brought the nostalgia of Star Wars back. I thought that um, J.J. Abrams, who directed it, did a really good job at telling a really good story. You can't. He's a really good storyteller, so I wasn't surprised that he did a good job on that. I thought the original cast, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, they're Han, Luke, and Leia. You can't go wrong with that. They did a really good job in those roles. You can definitely tell that Carrie Fisher's been out of the game of acting for a while because she was a little stale at some points in the movie, but I forgive her because she's just coming back and it's all good. And I'm assuming in the next two films she's in, she's going to get better. Um, I think that the new batch of characters played by Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, and Oscar Isaac, and Adam Driver, they did a really good job at starting to take that mantle and becoming the new leads for the next generation. Ray, who's played by Daisy, she did a really good job. I had nothing but good things to say about her, how she carried herself, how she conducted herself. Her character was well written. The acting was well written in this movie. The dialogue was perfect. It wasn't kiddie. It wasn't like Jar Jar Binks in Episode One, The Phantom Menace. He just was a terrible character. Um, but yeah, like this movie, I have nothing but good things to say about it. I highly recommend seeing this. Um, but I had my issues with the movie. Let's keep it real. Like I honestly thought that Uh, I thought that the music wasn't the greatest, and I love John Williams as a composer. He's one of the best of all time. Hell, probably the best of all time. But I felt that this music wasn't his greatest work, and I could be wrong. I mean, that's my own personal opinion. I'm probably wrong. A lot of people will probably disagree with me, but yeah, I didn't think it was very good. And I even downloaded the soundtrack, and I had to listen to it a couple times. I really appreciate it. And there's a lot of good music in there. It just didn't hold the snuff, to my opinion, like it did in the prequels and even the original trilogy. The action was good. I can't complain about that, except for the lightsaber duel at the end. I will say I was disappointed with the lightsaber duel, and I understand why JJ went this route because Adam Driver's character of Kylo Ren is still learning to become more of a badass. But I still felt that the way it played out, it should never played out that way. That's just my opinion. What it is, what it is. Um, I thought there was a rehash of New Hope, somewhat, and that was a negative for me. But then I understood after watching it multiple times. I get why they did it. They're trying to bring in a new generation, but also please the old fans too. I understand that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about this movie. I go see this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, where the hell have you been? You've been under a rock. Go see this movie. Um, if you love Star Wars or a good action adventure, tell your friends, bring your friends, your mom and your dad. They would really enjoy this movie. So I'm gonna grade this movie as on point. I can't give it a go see this mofo just because I have some issues with it, but it's still on point. It's still worth watching. So go see the movie. Um, so there you go, people. That's my review of Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Tell me what you think. Have you seen it? Have you not seen it? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me about my points? If so, leave a comment below. It's all good. Let's keep this conversation going. Like I always say, comment, like, and subscribe, people. And peace. Woo!